Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports, and today is March 21st, Flex Friday. We have a 10-game NBA slate. Super excited to get into it. If you have not checked out our solo channels yet, we both have videos up for today's slate. We started our own channels. It's been a lot of fun, and it's been really good for our schedules, being able to not have to coordinate every time we want to put some plays together. If you want to come follow mine, it's just at JRussoBDFS. And Jordy has plays up for today as well. It's just at JordyBDFS. Come subscribe to our other channels. If you haven't signed up for Better, Underdog, or Parlay Play yet, use code BACKDOOR and they're going to hook you up with awesome sign-up bonuses. And on top of that, if you sign up for Parlay Play, we're going to give you a month in our premium Discord. Just email us at bdfantasysports@gmail.com and we will get you all set within 24 hours. All right, so let's talk about today's plays. I'm going to be taking this Walker Kessler over 10.5 rebounds. Very low line for him, and it is a little bit iffy as far as the rotations go. They've got like 15 wins on the season or something like that. So, but I just can't pass up this 10.5 rebounds. So I'm going to be smashing this for more. And then I like Zubac in this game against Memphis over 15.5 rebounds and assists. What are you getting into, Jordy?
Yeah, for me, I'm going with, switch over. There we go. For me, I'm going with Kristaps Porzingis over 9.5 first half points, and I'm taking Kelly Olynyk for over 25.5 fantasy score.
All right, well, let's just jump right into it. If you guys don't mind, do us a favor and like the video, drop us a comment, whatever you prefer. It just helps us out a lot with the algorithm, so really appreciate it. All right, so if we look at his last five, it's only 3 out of his last 5. He only had 5 against Washington. Let's see what the minutes looked like. Yeah, he only played 15 minutes in that game. Did that get out of hand? 128 to 112. Will Hardy's just been doing Will Hardy stuff with the rotations. But again, at 10.5, I'm just going to be rolling the dice and hoping that he gets his normal minutes. Let's take a look here. If you look at the 2024 season, he's got a 64% hit rate, 34 out of 53 games. If we bump the minutes up to, let's just say, low 20s, like 23 minutes. If he gets at least that, it's all the way up to almost 70%. If he happens to hit that 25-minute mark, it just gets beautiful. 72%, 34 out of 47 games. So this is really just a minutes thing. That's the only risk in this play, in my opinion. He hasn't gotten it done in the head-to-head. He's been close. But last time they played, let's see, he did have 31 minutes. So this will be a little bit more of a riskier play than I'm perceiving it to be. He did get 10 last time they matched up, but I just can't pass up Walker Kessler at 10.5 rebounds. One more would have cashed it. You can see it just kind of correlates with the minutes here. A little bit better outing every time his minutes just went up a little bit. So I feel good about him being able to get this done. If we look at the matchup, 7th in rebounds allowed, it is Boston. It is a little bit tough, but he's just been playing out of his mind when he gets his minutes. Jaylen Brown is out of this game, and that doesn't necessarily affect the Kessler play in the sense like it's a very different position, but Jaylen Brown actually does go for 6 to 8 rebounds lately when he's been playing. So there are a little bit of vacated boards there. John Collins is out, Taylor Hendricks is out, Lauri Markkanen. Hopefully Kessler gets at least 20 minutes. I would take 20. I think he'd get it done 20, but if he gets like 25 plus minutes, I feel like he should be able to get this done. Also with Markkanen out, John Collins out, a lot of vacated boards in this game. I'm guessing this over under is probably pretty nasty. So 227 over under, Boston favored by 14, playing in Utah. Let's just look a little bit closer at this. So on the 2024 season, let's look what he's done at home. So a little bit better, well, pretty solid at home, 56% hit rate. Once again, let's take a look and see with the minutes. So on 25 minutes, he gets about 60%. So overall, home isn't necessarily an advantage for him. We do have a couple of games here, 3 of these where he was right at the 10 mark. So he could have easily gotten that done with one more board. But you could see this trend here where he was just kind of going nuts. The dude's just, he had that game against Toronto, just I think 10 days ago, where like maybe 2 weeks ago tops, where he had like, what was it, like 18 boards in like the first half or something like that. Like he just pops off like that. So I'm definitely going to be taking this for more. Let's take a look at Daily Grind here, see what they think about Kessler. Yeah, they love this to go over. No shocker here. 10.5, they have it at a 54.83% odds to hit the over, minus 148. Everyone that's given us this at 10.5 is super juiced to go over. It's probably not going to last that long. So hopefully it's still available by the time you guys are tuning in, but I would take this at 11.5. That's just me personally. But yeah, Daily Grind has that at minus 148 right now. So let's move over to Zubac. He's cleared this RA in 3 out of his last 5. He's got this one game against Miami where one more would have cashed it, but back-to-back games with 21 or more RA. He had 20 boards and 1 assist against Cleveland just on the 18th, and then against Charlotte. Softer matchup, obviously, but he had 8 assists in that game. That's so ridiculous. But the Clippers are a fun team. They're like their guys are kind of just getting hot at the right time, and their health is in the right place to start really getting ready for a run. So Zubac has had plenty of playmakers that he can grab a rebound, dish it back out, and he's been playing out of his mind too. So I'm excited for this game against Memphis. This over under, let's see, we got no John Morant tonight. So it's going to affect the way the game goes a little bit. We have a 230 over under. Clippers favored by just 7. I think that's kind of generous without Ja. I think that this could be closer to like a 10-point spread, especially playing at home. But Zubac, again, has been just dominant lately. He's cleared this 5 out of his last 10 games, so not like a huge hit rate over the 10-game stretch. But these back-to-back 20-plus outings are just, I can't ignore it. I'm going to take advantage of it here. The matchup is actually tougher than you would think. 7th in rebounds allowed, 4th in assists allowed to centers. Overall, as a team, though, a little bit softer. 13th in rebounds allowed, 21st in assists allowed. If you look at the head-to-head, his last 2 times he's matched up against them, he got it done. One was on February 12th, and then one was late last year, closer to the beginning of the season. And let's see. The minutes, he did it in 39 minutes in that first game, 114 to 110, and then 32 and a half minutes. The minutes have been there for him lately, though. If we look at his last 5, 33.9 minutes, 21 rebound chances, 5.2 potential assists, not getting in foul trouble, keeping it clean, 2.2 fouls a game over the last 5. And then I think they've had, like 3 days off? Yeah, the last they played was Cleveland on the 18th. He had 20 boards. I think this is a better matchup for him than against Cleveland, obviously. So I'm feeling good about it going over. Let's take a look at Daily Grind, see what they're thinking. They have it just slightly favored to the over, 15.5. They have it at a 50.1% odds to hit the over. So go with your gut. Some platforms are giving it a little bit more juice, some in mid 120s. But yeah, they like his points assists at 19.5. They have that a lot more juiced up. If you wanted to take that, you can. 51.63% odds hit the over, minus 127. They're not feeling his full PRA at 33.5. They have that as the top play, is taking his under. I'm just not willing to risk that personally, but they do have a 52.29% odds hit the under, minus 128. That's just a little sketchy with the way he's been playing. I mean, he, again, just had 20 rebounds alone against Cleveland, so I'm not taking the 33.5 under. So yeah, a couple of pivot options here. If you guys want to check out Outlier, you can try this app out for free. Just sign up through the link below, and they're going to give you a week to check this out and just see how you like it. They cover everything from matchups to injury reports. They give you all these insights about players, and you can really tweak everything and take players in and out of the equation. You can adjust the minutes. So it's awesome. Might as well try it out for free. Just sign up through the link below. You don't need to put a code in, and they're going to just give you a week just to have some fun with it. So go check it out, and I'll pass it over to Jordy.
All right. Yeah, so to get into mine here, I've got Kristaps Porzingis for over his first half points at 9.5. This has been like one of my favorite plays all season long. Obviously, he was coming back from the injury, so we had to kind of wait it out a little bit because he was getting these like little 8-point games here where he wasn't getting like his total minute share in the first half. But in the last game, he went crazy against Brooklyn. He had 14 first half points against a pretty solid defense. And I love this matchup for him tonight against Utah. 24th in points allowed to centers. And if we take a look at this total here, let's just swing on over here really quick. So we have a total of, it's a 227 total with a 14.5 point favorite to Boston. I could see this getting into blowout range like late in the third into the fourth, but I think Porzingis, like the first half stuff is like super secure for him right now. There's no Jaylen Brown either, so there's just going to be more shot opportunities for Porzingis. Jaylen Brown's out with a pinched nerve in his knee, so I think this is a solid play. If you look at the other side of the Jazz, there's no marketing, so that helps a little bit too. Obviously, he's probably gonna have Walker Kessler on him, who's a really good defender, but you know, obviously they haven't been that good. They're still 24th in points allowed for centers. So I like this. I think he's gonna get plenty of opportunities. He's getting 15 minutes like regularly in the first half, which is great. I love how they have his minute share. They bring him in for like 7 minutes in the first quarter, then they let him rest into the second, and then he plays like the last 7 minutes of the second quarter. It's awesome, and you get that full back half of the second quarter with him just shooting the ball a ton. So loving this. Gonna be taking this over. He's gone over it in 16 of his last 20 and 25 out of the 34 games he's played this season. So it's been awesome. And yeah, I want all of this play. So taking this over 9.5. 9.5 is a great line. So taking that, and then if we take a look here, his first quarter points over 5.5 are minus 131 to go over or under. You would never ever get me to take that under, but his full game points at 18.5, which is very low. We're expecting him to get 10 points in the first half, but like I said, there's a little bit of blowout potential here, so I don't really want the full points. I just want that first half. So gonna be taking that for the over. And then Kelly Olynyk, this is a little bit of a gut play, so if you don't want to take this, you definitely don't have to. He's only gone over at 22% of the season. Obviously, he has not been with the Pelicans for the whole season, and he's been battling injury, but he is playing tonight, and he's been off the injury report for a couple games here, and there's no Zion tonight. So Kelly Olynyk can play the power forward position. He's done it before. I think they're going to sprinkle both of these guys in. I think you'll see him and Missy both on the floor at the same time potentially tonight. And I like this a lot. I think Kelly Olynyk's going to get a whole bunch of shot opportunities tonight. And he's also a pretty solid defender. They're going to need size against Minnesota. So I'm just going with a little bit of my own narrative here on this one. I'm taking it over 25.5. I like it. He's done it 5 out of his last 10. He's been coming really close. His minute share has been 26.5 minutes over the last 10 games here, but I think you'll probably see him get closer to 30 tonight, like you have seen him in these last couple games here. They just played Minnesota on the 19th, and he went for 21. That was with Zion in the game. So with Zion out, I expect him to just get over that 25.5. So that's the narrative I'm building behind this. Like I said, it's a little bit of a sketchy narrative. You don't have to take it if you don't want it. But his points, rebounds are favored over 15.5. The points, assists are not favored over 14.5. They like the points, rebounds, and they like the PRA. So I mean, I like it. If you look at the matchup here, obviously it's going to be a little bit of a tough one. Rudy Gobert being, you know, defensive player of the year candidate almost every single year. It's going to be a tough matchup. 3rd in points allowed, 4th in rebounds, 9th in assists. But that's for the center position. For the power forward, it's just as tough. 7th in points, 8th in rebounds, 1st in assists. So he's got his work cut out for him tonight. But, you know, his PRA is even an EV plus play. So if he can get anywhere near this 19.5 PRA, I think with the defensive upside, I think he can get over this. If we take a look at the blocks and steals here, he's getting at least over 1.5 blocks and steals in a lot of these games. The last time they played, he had 1 block, 1 steal. That just adds so much value. Like I said, he's had just a rough go of it with the minute share. Once he got to the Pelicans, he started to get more minutes, and then, you know, he had the little injury bug. So we'll see how it goes. That's just the narrative I'm building around it. I have my full, this is my Flex Friday slip. I just kind of threw it all together right before the video. So if you want to tail it, you can. But those are the 2 plays that I feel obviously pretty good about on the slip. So if you want to check out this optimizer from Daily Grind, I mean, the Daily Grind Optimizer and Outlier are like peanut butter and jelly. They're just awesome. They go together perfectly. One of them gives you all the statistical analysis behind every single play, and then the other one is just showing you all the odds and pointing you in the right direction. So if you want to check out the optimizer from Daily Grind, go to dgfantasy.com and use code BACKDOOR, and they'll give you 25% off your first purchase. And yeah, that's going to cover it all for me today.
All right. Sorry.
We're
both we're both just freaking,
Oh, I know.
I got a little tired today, but yeah, if you guys want to come check out our Discord, you can take advantage of the Parlay Play promo, use that code BACKDOOR, shoot us an email at bdfantasysports@gmail.com, and we will get you in within 24 hours. If you want to just come join the family right away, you can sign up through Patreon, and you go into the settings once you're signed up over there, and there's a connected apps option in the menu bar. You can just log into your Discord straight from there. If you want to follow us on our socials, it's just at BackdoorFS on X, TikTok, and Instagram. And don't forget to come follow our solo channels at JRussoBDFS and at JordyBDFS. We hope you guys have a great weekend. Good luck on your Flex Friday slips, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Good luck, guys.